Hello and welcome. This is BQ Prime. I'm Agam Vakil, and today we're going to talk with the management of a company which has seen staggering returns over the past few months, and especially on the back of, well, the tremendous momentum that has been caught on as far as the renewable energy space is concerned. And I'm not talking about the power sector per se. I'm actually talking about those who finance the sector. Well, I am in conversation with Mr. Vivek Kumar Dewangan. He is the CMD of REC Limited. Mr. Dewangan, good morning and thanks for joining in. Well, Mr. Dewangan, I'm going to start the conversation by talking about your MoU signed by the parent company PFC. Can you tell us a little more about that in terms of targets going forward?
We have recently signed a memorandum of understanding with our holding company, that is Power Finance Corporation Limited. We have set a target of revenue from operation to the tune of about 46,000 crore in the current financial year, and a target of about 56,000 crore for the next financial year.
Right. So I want to also talk a little more about revenues. In the first quarter, we saw projects worth 90,000 crores being sanctioned with disbursements of a little less than 35,000 crores coming through. So is that the run rate that we can expect going forward in the next few quarters, or can this be an improvement in the number considering the significant amount of flow that we are seeing of late in terms of the flow rate?
Yeah, this year we took a conscious decision that when we were checking the pattern, normally the sanction and disbursement in Q1 and Q2 were much lower as compared to Q3 and Q4 figures.
Right.
So we took a conscious decision to improve our performance in quarter one itself. For example, last year, entire financial year, our total sanction stood around 97,000 crore, and disbursement were in total sanction was about 2,68,000 crore, and disbursement were to the tune of 97,000 crore. In quarter one itself, we have achieved disbursement of 34,000 crore, and as we are talking, our disbursement as on 14th of September stand around 64,400 crore. We hope to maintain this momentum, and in the current financial year, our total sanction is going to increase to about 4 lakh crore, because we already sanctioned about 1,80,000 crore until first week of September. The remaining about 6 months and about for 20 days, we will be able to sanction another 2,22,000 crore. And our disbursement will also touch the level of about 1,50,000 crore in the current financial year.
Right. So a lot of your funding demand is coming essentially from the renewable energy space now. But that said, sir, it's also getting little bit competitive when it comes to the offered interest rates out there. So I want to take this and keep this against the net interest margins picture as well, because last year our net interest margins were a little over 4%, which has fallen off, and now it's around the range of around 3.5%. So is that the targeted net interest margin? And so can you also give us an idea about the kind of demand and offered rates as far as your new projects are concerned?
Let me tell you about the global energy transition that is taking place. And Honorable Prime Minister of India has made a pledge that India will target to achieve a total installed capacity of about 500 gigawatt from non-fossil fuel sources. As of today, the non-fossil fuel based installed capacity is about 177 gigawatts. In the remaining 7 years, about 323 gigawatt of non-fossil fuel based installed capacity will be set up in India. That will entail requirement for associated storage system, because renewable energy is intermittent in nature. It will also require a storage solution like pumped storage, hydro project, battery energy storage project, and if commercially viable, hydrogen fuel cell also. Then we'll also require this evacuation of renewable energy that will come through green energy corridor. This all an estimate has been made that for all this ecosystem, a total investment of to the tune of 15 lakh to 20 lakh crore would be required in the next 7 years. So we are targeting about 20% of this business potential in the energy transition related initiative in India. We are targeting to increase our loan book for renewable energy portfolio to about 3 lakh crore, which stands at around 30,000 crore. That will see a tenfold increase in our renewable energy portfolio. With regard to the margins and the spread, right now our current yield is about 9.82% and cost of fund is around 7.23%. The spread is about 2.59% and net interest margin is about 3.28%. But going forward, we have recently raised our interest rate by 45 BPS. So we do hope that we'll be able to increase our spread also, and also will improve our net interest margin to the tune of about 3.5%.
Right. So about a few weeks ago, we had a conversation with you about NPAs. You said that you have not had any new NPAs in the last 6 quarters, and you are expecting a lot of resolution in terms of NPAs going forward with respect to your older NPAs. My question really is, when can we expect these resolution to come through? I believe there was a statement, and you can please correct me if I'm wrong, that you expect 0 NPAs by the end of a certain period. So when would that be?
Yeah. When a committee was constituted, chaired by the then cabinet secretary in the year 2018, we had total 36 stage assets. And as we are talking, about 17 stage assets have already been resolved. We have also got some write backs, and 9 stage assets are likely to be resolved in the current financial year. The remaining 10 stage assets we are targeting to resolve by next year, as we are targeting to become net zero NPA company by the end of 2025.
Okay. All right, sir. So also want to talk to you about the non-power side of your loan book. Now, the government has gone ahead and given you access that about a third of your loan book can be from infrastructure and logistics. So where does that portfolio stand now with respect to your overall loan book, and what can that be by the end of this financial year?
Yeah, as you rightly pointed out, that 1/3 of our loan book could be from non-power infrastructure and logistics. So that dispensation was given by Government of India to us in last year only. So last year itself, we had sanctioned total project of 2,68,000 crore. Out of that, 85,000 crore pertain to this infrastructure and logistics. Roughly about 32% we had sanctioned. In the current financial year also, we are targeting that, as I told you, that our total sanction would stand at around 4 lakh crore. So we are targeting that our sanction for non-power infrastructure and logistics will be to the tune of about 1,20,000 to 1,30,000 crore in the current financial year.
All right, sir. Well, Mr. Dewangan, that is all that I have for you right now. Thank you so much for your time. Well, that's the CMD of REC telling us about the plans of REC going forward, the very ambitious targets for the government and how REC will play a part in there, and well, the kind of projections that they have from the company. And well, we know that the stock has done very, very well. In fact, 56% in the last 3 months. That's the kind of return it's given investors. And well, it's going to be quite a journey as well, even as we unlock further as far as India's renewable energy projects is concerned. Well, but that is all that we have for now. Thank you very much, and stay tuned to BQ Prime.